uniques out there. This is your favorite girl, Akudo. Welcome to your unique wisdom. Now we are getting into the wisdom part of this topic. To all my returning subscribers, hello, welcome back. For those of you that are not part of my family, what are you waiting for? You see the red button that says subscribe right there. Click on that button. Wait for the notification bell. Click on that one too, so you will be the first to see my videos once they drop. Now, we are still talking about long distance relationships. In the first three videos, we talked about long distance relationship, what it means, how we can sustain it through trust, communication, and not relying on technology, setting boundaries, and doing other creative things to keep the relationship going. So, for these two last videos, I'm going to talk about the 7 deadly sins you cannot commit in a long distance relationship. But I don't want this video to be too long. So, for this video, I'm going to deal with 4 of them. And for the next video, I'm gonna deal with the last 3. Okay, so we're going to deal with 4 in this video, and in the next video we're going to do the last 3, making it 7. Making it 7 deadly sins you cannot, cannot, not, commit in a long distance relationship. If you want your long distance relationship to last, these are the 7 things you cannot do. Let's jump right into it. Number 1 says you cannot always be right. You know the people we call ITK, I too know. You can't bring it in a long distance relationship. You cannot even bring it in a normal face-to-face relationship. Talk about a relationship where you are in 2 different geographical locations. You cannot. You know everything. You have the answer to everything. You are always right. Oh, you are Google. You know, women, we are Google. We know it all. But my sister, my brother, take a chill pill. Relax a little bit. You cannot know everything. There is something your spouse knows. He might not know everything, or she might not know everything. But trust me, she's bringing something to the table. She has an idea of one thing or the other. You cannot always be right. Remember, he's not seeing you or she's not seeing you all the time. You guys are in 2 different cities, 2 different states, 2 different countries, even 2 different continents. This is not the time to always be right. I told you. I was right. You know, I told you. I told you so. I told you. Keep your I told you to yourself. We don't want to hear that. This is not the time to do that. Is number 1 deadly sin you can commit in a long distance relationship. I am always right. I too know. I know everything. Sometimes ask yourself this question: do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? There is a way to go about it and still be right without trying to rub your spouse's nose on it. You know, like take their nose and rub it on it for them to know that you are right. I said it. I am right. No, baby, this is not the time. Number 1, please, 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 you do not have to be always right. It is okay to get some things wrong. It is okay to say I don't know. It is okay to say I don't have the answers, but I sure will go look for it. I'm going to go look for it. Like I always tell my children, when they were young, I told them, mommy doesn't know everything, but I promise you guys, if you give me enough time, I will go find the answer for you. But I might not know the answer right now, but I might figure out and do research and find people that have the answer for you. Just give me a few minutes. It's okay to tell your spouse that I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to go find out. I'm going to go get the answer. I'm going to go find from people. I'm going to do some research. It's okay. You are not perfect. We are not perfect. We are all trying. So it's okay to not be right all the time. Number 2, spend enough time with each other. Remember, you are 2 different people in 2 different locations, 2 different cities, states, country, or even continent. You have to make out time to talk to each other on the phone, make out time to see each other's point of view, make out time to spend quality time. Remember, quality time in love language, undivided attention. When you spend with that person, if it's on the phone, if it's on FaceTime, on Snapchat, if it's on Twitter, on Facebook, on chat, or whatever you guys are doing with technology, or if you decide to go visit, make out time to visit once a month, once every 2 months, once every 3 months. Make out time to see your spouse, your partner, your lover Whoever you are in a relationship with, make out time to go see them. That's number 2. Give them enough time. Number 3 says, no communication is the number 3 deadly sin you can commit. The one where you say, he'll be okay. He knows I'm working. She knows I'm busy. He knows what I'm saying. He or she does not know nothing. They don't know nothing. You have to tell them. You have to communicate with them. You have to tell them how you feel. Oh, I'm so mad with him. I didn't like the argument we had yesterday. So you know what? If I don't call him for 3 days, I think he will figure it out that I'm mad. Honey, if you don't call him for 3 days, he's not figuring out that you're mad. He's thinking you're cheating. He's thinking you're so busy with that man that you don't want to call him. You see, you were planning for a different message. Unfortunately, your actions sent a different set of messages. You have to be very careful. Remember, he is not there to follow you around and snoop. He is not there to stalk your life. He is not there. You guys are living differently in 2 different geographical locations. So you cannot remember communication. Mean what you say and say what you mean. You have to be concise. You have to be clear. You cannot play games. This is not the time to play games. This is not the time to, give body language. You know what? When he's talking to me and I'm pouting, maybe he'll figure out that I'm mad. Oh no, he thinks maybe you have a gas problem. He thinks maybe you didn't like the lunch you ate. He might take a different meaning from what you're doing. Or, you know what, when he's speaking to me and I'm looking away, not paying attention to him, he will understand I'm mad. No, he is understanding that you're not interested, you are not paying him attention. He doesn't think you're mad. So you have to be very careful the message you're sending. No communication is number 3 sin you can commit in a long distance relationship. Remember what I said. The first one is, do not think you are always right. That's the first sin you can commit, always thinking you're right. The second sin you can commit is not giving enough time. You are always busy, 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 busy. You don't call, you don't visit, you don't write, you don't send anything across. You are always busy. Honey, that relationship will whizzle out and die, because no, you are not making any effort to be and speak and laugh and enjoy the person you claim you are in a relationship with. Number 3, no communication. When you decide, you know what, I'm not going to communicate with him, I don't have time, I am so busy. Honey, you take a bath, right? You can talk to him while you're doing that. You go use the bathroom, right? You can talk to him while you're doing that. Don't you sleep at least 5-10 minutes before you go to sleep? You can say, honey, how are you doing? I am so tired. I had a hectic day today. I didn't have time to call you, but you know what? I'm going to go to sleep. Now, 3 minutes, he will understand, but not no communication saying, oh, he should understand. I'm such a busy woman. He knows I'm like this, I'm that, I'm busy. He doesn't know squat. He doesn't know nothing. She does not know nothing. So that is number 3 sin you can commit in a long distance relationship. And for this video, the 4th sin you can commit in this relationship is making your relationship boring. Long distance relationship cannot be boring. It cannot be so boring that you are now on the phone. Hello. How was your day? How was your day? Great. Wonderful. Have you eaten dinner? No. Did you eat dinner? Yes. What did you eat for dinner? Rice. What did you eat for dinner? Pizza. Okay. How was work? Good. How was your own work? Great. All right. How are you doing? Good. How are you doing? Good. How was work? You asked me before. It was good. Yes. How was your own work, honey? It is boring. He's putting me to sleep, and he's putting him or her to sleep. Spice up your relationship. Go watch the 3rd video. Do not rely on technology. Spice up your relationship. Send things across. Go over there, surprise. Go over there, surprise her. Pay a visit to her. Send baskets to her work. Send her a lunch through Uber Eats or whatever they do out there. Do something different. Surprise her. Plan vacations you guys go together. When she's off or he is off, plan somewhere where you guys can go relax. Do something. Make it, you are working, but I know you're working. In the middle of the day, send a text. Write a handwritten letter to him or her. Send a card across saying, hey, thinking about you. Spice up your relationship. Remember, you are not there physically to do all the physical requirements of relationship that will make the relationship thrive. If you're physically there, you guys can do a lot of things. You guys can cook together. You guys can go to walks together. You guys can make love. There's so many things you can do if you're there physically in a normal relationship, in a consistent, normal relationship. But remember, you are far, way, way, way apart, miles and miles away from each other. So those physical things that bond people together, you do not have the privilege to do that. So since you're far away, there are things you can do to also keep him interested, keep her interested, make her still, her heart or his heart still beat for you. Make her or she plan, oh God, I can't wait. I need to come and see you, because you are making it lively. You are making it interesting. It is not boring. So he or she is saying, even though you are not here with me physically, I can feel you. Any chance I get, I want to jump in the plane. I want to come and see you. I want to spend time with you. I want to be with you through the holidays. When, I'm off next week, guess what? I'm coming to see you, because you guys are keeping it lively and active and loving and caring. But once it is boring, you know how boring, you're sleeping. After some time, you know what? Adios, baby. Adios, Bobo. And that's it. The relationship is over. So these are the 4 dangerous, deadly sins you can commit in a relationship, especially a long distance relationship. And this relationship will fizzle and die off like that. You have to be very careful. Remember these 4 things. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about the 3 that will make up the 7 deadly sins you cannot commit in a long distance relationship. Let me go over it again before I end this video. Number 1, you cannot be right all the time. You do not know everything. You do not know everything. You are not God. Sometimes you can be wrong. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you can say, let me go find out. I don't have an answer. You must not have an answer all the time. You don't have to rub their faces on it. Number 2, you must make out quality time to go spend with the people. If it's physical, if it is on the phone, whatever it is, it cannot be divided. It must be undivided. It must be focused. It must be of quality. When we are talking, we have to be talking. This is not the time to play with your dog or the time to be a cat lady and play with your cat. You have to pay attention. That the second crime, the deadly sin you can commit, is not giving enough time. The third one is no communication. When you decide, you know what, I'm not going to speak, I'm so busy, find a way to speak. Some other experts will tell you you don't have to speak every day, but make sure that when you speak, it is quality, there is something to talk about, that each time he or she looks forward to speaking with you, looks forward to communicating with you, because it feels and looks like you are right there with him or her. So communication is the deadly sin to commit in a long distance relationship. And the first one is to keep a boring relationship. That is the 4th deadly sin you can commit. Don't be too boring, my sister. Don't be too boring, my brother. Remember, you guys are not together like in the same location or the same geographical place whereby you can go do walks, go do certain things. You are way, way far, miles and miles away from each other. So we have to be creative. We have to come up with things that make you feel, I might not be there physically, but he's thinking about me. There's a card I saw that said, I think it said, out of sight is not out of mind. He might not be there with you. She might not be there with you. They are out of your sight, but they are not out of your mind. You're thinking about them. You're coming up with things to do to spice up the relationship and keep the long distance relationship going. Remember, this is not your own. This is not of your own doing. You did not say, oh, I'm going to get up and move and stay away from you. No, circumstances happen. Maybe you move because of a job, or maybe you guys met over the phone, online dating, but you discover that you guys live in 2 different states, but you know that you guys have the same passion. You guys have met in physically, and you like her or you love him or her, and then you guys want to make it work and find a way to come back together while you're finding your way to either relocate or build it together or whatever. These are the things you cannot do in order to destroy the relationship. These are the things you cannot do. The 4 deadly sins you cannot commit in a long distance relationship. If you want your relationship to last, then you have to do the opposite of these 4. You can say you don't have the answer. It is okay. You can spend some quality time with your partner, either on the phone or physically. You must communicate with them. And finally, you spice up the marriage so that the relationship and marriage, so that it's not boring. All right. until I see you in the other video where I talk about the last 3 deadly sins you can commit in a relationship. All right. Remember to give us a thumbs up, share this video, and please subscribe to the channel. I need you to come join more in my family, in my unique kingdom. All right. Remember, you are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. That is why you are unique. Be kind to yourself and to each other. Bye bye.